Welcome back to the Learning to Fly series, where we explore strategies to empower our young learners and create a better classroom experience for them. In this video, we're going to look at the importance of providing structure to help students make good choices. By offering support and guidance, we can foster responsible decision-making skills that will benefit our students in the classroom and throughout their lives. Our primary students are not always best prepared to make good decisions, especially if they're not used to it. Remember in video 1 where we asked students to reflect on how much autonomy they had in their lives? If students are used to being told what to do, they will not have developed the skills required to make good decisions. It's also biologically hard for students to make considered choices and decisions. Children are impulsive because they process information with the amygdala, the emotional part of the brain. For this reason, it's essential to work on making good decisions with them and provide them with the right tools. So, what can we do to support students? First, we can try to build their confidence. When students have clear guidelines and expectations, they feel more confident in their decision-making abilities. Structure provides a sense of security and it allows them to explore their options with more assurance. A simple way of building confidence is to give students 2 options to choose from, making sure that each option is distinctive. If the options are too similar, it will be more difficult to choose one. A fun way of doing this is with the game This or That. In this activity, you have students stand in a line down the middle of the classroom or in the corridor if you don't have much space. You call out 2 options, pointing to the left and the right as you name each one. Students have 30 seconds to choose and to step to the side they've chosen. They then have to explain to the person nearest them why they made that decision. Start with simple choices and then work up towards ones which require a bit more thought and consideration. Here are some ideas for types of questions you could ask with younger learners. It's breakfast time. Do you have cereal or eggs? It's winter. Do you wear a t-shirt to school or a sweater? It's raining. Do you take the bus to school or walk to school? Your leg hurts. Do you play a board game or play football? You're hungry before dinner. Do you eat sweets or wait for dinner? Your friend doesn't know the answer. Do you tell them the answer or help them understand? You don't understand the activity. Do you ask the teacher or do nothing? It's also a good idea to give students the opportunity to change their minds after discussing their reasons. This helps them think through their reasoning and decide whether their initial decision was a good one. You can also model good decision-making strategies and use them during different class activities. Some decision-making strategies to teach students could be weighing up pros and cons, considering alternatives, and predicting outcomes and consequences of decisions. You can do this with any activity, but using stories can be a great way to start. Engage students in discussions and role-playing activities around the story that encourage critical thinking and reflection. Today's tip is to offer support to learners who need it. Some students might need more guidance with decision making than others. You could create a poster with a list of questions to help students think about their decisions. That way, learners can look at the poster if they need it. These questions could be, what do I need to decide? What are all my options? What are the pros and cons of this option for me? What are the pros and cons for other people, for example, my classmates? Are there any rules that I need to think about? Once they've made a decision, how does this decision make me feel? You could also give them a visual or a graphic organizer to help support decision making, such as this one here. You can get extra resources like this one by signing up to the Learning to Fly newsletter. Each week you'll get the videos straight into your inbox, ready and waiting for you. Don't forget that next week we'll be starting to really move forward with learner independence as we move towards a learner-centered approach. I'll see you then.